everybody, and we're back with another Magic the Gathering ASMR video. And I want to say to you all, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you. I hope you will be spending lots of time with your Magic cards and also spending time with all your friends and family. Today we will be continuing our Magic Cube series. If you haven't seen the previous episodes or the previous videos, we're going through my friend's cube that is full of foil cards. These are not my cards, but we will be going through his cards. I won't be doing any giveaways with these cards, or else my friend would really kill me. And today we'll be looking at the green cards. I've put them in some kind of order here, with the most spiciest cards shown first, and then some of the other honorable mentions listed after. Let's start off with a very classic card, almost found in every cube. Birds of Paradise. 7th edition foil. A super rare card. Black bordered 7th edition artwork foil. A very sought after card in any collector's eyes. Let's go to a very spicy card now. Are you ready? Tarmogoyf. Foil. From Future Sight. Not sure how much this card is, but it's definitely a very beautiful card. Just the border and the framing of this card, how it was done in Future Sight, and absolutely gorgeous. Let's look at another card here. Verdurous Gearhulk. Trample. When Verdurous Gearhulk enters the battlefield, distribute 4+1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. 4/4. It's pretty good. For 5 mana, it's pretty good. Let's move on to some of the other beautiful cards here. Garrick Relentless. transformed, so let's make sure we do that. Garrick the Veiled Curse. Wow. -3. Creatures you control gain trample and get +X until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. This looks so epic. He still looks epic in this one. That's awesome. I have a bit of a cold right now, so I'm trying not to sniff as much as I can. Primeval Titan. 4 casting cost and 2 green. When nature calls, run. Yeah, I wouldn't want someone like that chasing after me. Garrick Wild Speaker. 2 and 2 green. Creatures you control get +3/+3 and gain trample until end of turn. Classic card. Nissa, Vastwood Seer. When Nissa, Vastwood Seer enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic forest card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands, exile Nissa, then return her to the battlefield transformed under her owner's control. Nissa, Sage Animist. -7. Untap up to 6 target lands. They become 6/6 elemental creatures. They're still lands. I love these flip cards that are foil. It's like you benefit for 2 cards. You get your value's worth. Crater Hoof Behemoth. 5 and 3 green. Its footsteps of today are the lakes of tomorrow. It's so big. That's awesome. I love big creatures with haste. Just makes them all more devastating. Nissa, Voice of Zendikar. 1 and 2 green. I'm trying to get that foiling for you. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of lands you control. I love planeswalkers with low cost. Makes them so much more playable. Polukranos World Eater. So very weird picture. It's a Hydra, but just looks pretty crazy. When Polukranos World Eater becomes monstrous, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures your opponents control. Each of those creatures deals damage equal to its power to Polukranos. Okay, interesting. So they fight. And I bet your World Eater will most likely win. Survival of the fittest. DCI Judge promo. It's like a snake in there, a wolf in there, and of course a very pretty lady. Enchantment. 1 green, discard a creature card. Search your library for a creature card. Reveal that card, and then put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. I'm not sure the value of this card either. Someone could tell me in the comments, that'd be great. Shaman of Forgotten Ways. Pretty sweet artwork, to be honest. Two and a green. Formidable. 9 and 2 green. Tap. Each player's life total becomes the number of creatures he or she controls. Activate this ability only if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater. What's the other card that's like this? I think it's called Biorhythm. Yeah, Biorhythm, I think. Each player's life total becomes the number of creatures they have. So then you tap it and then in response kill all your creatures and then you win the game. Green Warden of Murasa. 4 and 2 green. When Green Warden of Murasa enters the battlefield, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. When Green Warden of Murasa dies, you may exile it. If you do, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Nissa, World Awaker. 3 and 2 green. Search your library for any number of basic land cards. Put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Those lands become 4/4 elemental creatures with trample. They're still lands. Green Sun's Zenith. As the green sun crowned, Phyrexian prophecies glowed on the tree of tales. Tree of was also the artifact land in Mirrodin, I believe. Natural order. But the price of Mangara's freedom was Asmira's life. DCI Judge promo. Beautiful card. Eternal Witness. Fifth Dawn foil. She remembers every word spoken, from the hero's oath to the baby's cry. Noble Hierarch. She protects the sacred groves from blight, drought, and the unbeholden. Foil. From, whatever set that was. Can't remember. Not sure what the value of this one is either, but I bet it's up there. Whisperwood Elemental. Fate Reforged. I know that one. Garrick Primal Hunter. 2 and 3 green. Put a 6/6 green worm creature token onto the battlefield for each land you control. Yikes. And all of a sudden, the worms are on the battlefield. Master of the Wild Hunt. 2 and 2 green. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 2/2 green wolf creature token onto the battlefield. Tap all untapped wolf creatures you control. Each wolf tapped this way deals damage equal to its power to target creature. That creature deals damage equal to its power divided as its controller chooses among any number of those wolves. 3/3. This is an amazing card. Wow. For 4 mana. Get wolves every upkeep. I'll show you another amazing card. Lotus Cobra. 1 and 1 green. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Its scales contain the essence of thousands of lotus blooms. Expensive cards. Expensive cards. Let's go to a non-foil card. Are you ready? Worldly Tutor. 1 green from Mirage. Search your library for a creature card and reveal that card to all players. Shuffle your library and put the revealed card back on top of it. Azobo soon had the rhino eating from his palm and the snake waiting at his heels. He is indeed the worldly tutor. Genesis. First through the Riftstone was Genesis, and the world was lifeless no more. Get that foiling on camera. Beautiful card. Wild Growth, 7th edition foil. If you stop to listen, you can hear it grow. Wow. It's like they tried to bind this tree from growing. And through its time and through its fertility, it is just unstoppable. And you can hear it grow, crackling through. Wall of Blossoms. One of my favorite cards. Just that artwork. When Wall of Blossoms comes into play, draw a card. Everything in nature contains all the power of nature. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Compensation. I believe this is also a DCI Judge foil. Judge promo. Deranged Hermit. Avenger of Zendikar. World Spineworm. $15.15. Oh man. Well, he does cost 11 to play. Primal Command. The commands all come out of this urn here. It's a lot of text. I'd like to read everything, but I really can't. The video has to be within a certain reasonable time frame. Palaka Worm. Oh, I hate this card. Just because it has beaten me in so many games. It's a good card. 4 and 3 green. Trample. enters the battlefield, you gain 7 life. When Palaka Worm is put into a graveyard, from the battlefield, draw a card. It eats what it wants to eat, which is anything that moves. 7/7. I think I'm just an aggro player, and so I try to beat down my opponents as fast as I can. And when they play the Palaka Worm, well, that's 7 life gain, and the 7/7 body. It's just too hard to keep the tempo. Thrun, the last troll. His crime was silence, and now he suffers it eternally. Ooh, that's awesome. The last troll. Regrowth. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Another DCI Judge foil. Sylvan Caryatid. One and a green. Those who enter the copse never leave. They find peace there and take root, becoming part of the ever-growing grove. Warden of the First Tree. Was never really a fan of the artwork of this guy. He's not my favorite. Wow, classic card, Elvish Piper. 3 and a green. 7th edition foil. Tap, put a creature card from your hand into play. From Gaia grew the world, and the world was silent. From Gaia grew the world's elves, and the world was silent no more. He's got the piping bag. Terastodon. I thought he was eating something, but I don't think so. Old man, Yavimaya Elder. The Old Man is a classic card. His foiling is not too good. It's like only the border that's foil, but the actual artwork doesn't look like it has foil on it. Wizards of the Coast. The old foiling process. Tooth and nail. That's what you call foiling. It's awesome. Another non-foil card. Sylvan Library. $19.94. Tireless Tracker. balancing her relics on her staff. I think so. Call of the herd. Life from the loam. I used to have a bunch of these foil Life from the Loams, and then I sold them when they were not worth that much money. I think the price has gone up since. Magic speculation is so difficult. Things swing back and forth so often. Colonian Hydra, 3 and 2 green. Even Ballads of Fear, it's feeding time. Man, these ballads are just ginormous. I think one's trying to eat the, I don't want to say bird, but that could be a drake. Rampant growth. Oh, I see that the vines are trying to strangle this guy. Nature grows solutions to her problems. This guy is the problem. Beast within. Kill the weak so they can't drag the strong down to their level. This is true compassion. Awakening Zone. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token onto the battlefield. It has sacrificed this creature. Add 1 to your mana pool. The ground erupted in time with the Hedron's thrum, a dirge of the last days. Not my card to play. Dusk Watch Recruiter, 1 and a green. At the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, transform Duskwatch Recruiter. Krellin Horde Howler. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn, transform Krellin Horde Howler. Pretty interesting card. Boreal Druid. Rattleclaw Mystic. Den Protector. I'm just flying here now. Sakura Tribe Elder. Elvish Mystic. Manglehorn. Rishkar Pima Renegade. Search for Tomorrow. Troll Aesthetic. Ascetic. Troll Ascetic. Yasova Dragonclaw. I think this was my card that I traded to my friend, which ended up in this cube. Kodama's Reach. Harmonize. Man, the foiling is weird. Oh man, I've never seen foiling like this. Life's greatest lessons don't come from focus or concentration. They come from breathing and simply noticing. Seton Centaur Druid. It looks like the wood grain, and you can see maybe they're trying to do that right there too. That's so strange. It's so cool. I love it. Llanowar Elves, 7th edition of foil. Llanowar covers 1,000,000 square miles. Yet nobody enters the forest without the elves knowing it. Avinson's Pilgrim. Cultivate. Naturalize. Onslaught foil. Conclave Naturalists. We have ourselves a F&M foil promo. Elves of Deep Shadow. They are aberrations who have turned on everything we hold sacred. Let them be cast out. I wonder if they used a model to actually get that portrait. Joraga, Tree Speaker. Acidic Slime. Great card. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. Acidic Slime is such value. Wild Nagato. idle sit and think, a bunch of soft paws. We are the claws of Marisi, stalking, pouncing, drawing blood. Fauna shaman. One in a green. Shouldn't female shaman be called something else? She wears the talismans of every creature she can evoke. But maybe I'm just thinking too much about that word shaman. Shawoman. Oath of Nissa. For the life of every plane, I will keep watch. Regal Behemoth. Hornet Queen. I love Hornet Queen. Great card. Scavenging Ooze. I believe there's a buy a box promo, but this is the pack foil. Genesis Wave. Rancor. Hatred outlives the hateful. That is so true. That is so true. Coming down to the wire, just the last set of green cards of this cube. Courser of Crufix. Not very foily for some reason. Somberwald Sage. You can face any danger when all of nature is on your side. That's right. This is a very Harry Potter-esque picture in my opinion. What do you think? Thrag Tusk. One of my favorite cards. I've won so many games with this card. Always carry 2 spears. They come in pairs, you see. Obstinate Ballad. Yikes, that is a disgusting ballad. Utopia Sprawl. I used to play a game called Utopia, an online text-based game. I couldn't imagine what kids these days would think about text-based online games. Reclamation Sage. Oh, I think this person is being surrounded by other creatures or hands or something. They look like hands. What once was torn by masons, shaped by smiths, or given life by mages, I will return to the embrace of the earth. Devoted druid. Mana lurks in all things, even in the depths of one's own heart. Kessick Prowler. A 2/1 that can transform for 5 mana. And you get Sinuous Predator. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. A different kind of transformer has taken place. Gaia's Anthem. Oh, the foiling is back. So I guess it's an actual thing that they did. I really didn't know that. To those who could hear it, Gaia's battle songs brings power as swift as sunlight and as enduring as the deep roots of the forest. Wall of Roots. Sometimes the wise ones wove their magic into living plants. As the plant grew, so grew the magic. Farseek, 1 and 1 green. How truly vast this city must be that I have traveled so far and seen so much, yet never once found the place where the buildings fail. They were great builders and architects. Experiment 1. Sylvan Advocate. Kitchen Finks. Accept one's favor from another, from an oof, and you're doomed to accept another. Uktabi Orangutan, 2 and a green. I traded one of these to my friends too. Not a foil one, but I think I forgot which one. One from Mirage. Arbor Elf. Wicker Bow Elder. Living scarecrows make a mockery of the natural order. Dead ones make fine hats. Woodfall Primus. Finhorn Elves. I believe this is from the vault. 20, I think. follows Llanowar Emissary. And then, last but not least, Evolutionary Leap. Is this a snake turning into a female? The essence of nature is change. Alright, thank you so much, and hope you guys enjoy this video. Just want to go back to this one card here. Thank you for watching, everyone, and next color, I don't know what that will be at the moment. Maybe I'll choose red or black. My least favorite color is white, so we'll see what we can do. Everyone, take care and have yourselves a very, very